Hello everybody. Yes, this is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I have come to a very public place because it is one of my worst fears to film in public, and I am truly facing it head on right now. I would like to announce to you, to the man who is literally watching me just up there, to these two fishermen, those two men just there who are fishing, and the people on that canoe, that I do not know what I want to do with my life, and let's just talk about it. So I just quickly want to explain why I'm here. So if you had asked me like a year ago what the scariest thing I ever could have possibly done, sorry, this is the most awkward angle, I would have told you it was starting a YouTube channel. Honestly, the thought of people that I know like finding it, even though that's literally the purpose of a YouTube channel, is for people to find it, but anyway, the thought of people finding it, the thought of people talking behind my back, I don't know, it just actually gave me so much anxiety to even think about. And then COVID hit and we were all in quarantine, and I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm literally just gonna start a channel, see what happens. And then in hindsight, I realized that it's literally not a big deal at all. I just feel like the vibes this year have been very confusing. Like, I'm very confused. Who am I? What am I doing with my life? Why am I aging so quickly? What are we doing, and where do we go from here? This is what I feel like, okay? I feel like I'm in space. Don't even get me started on space, by the way. That is something I've been spiraling about a lot this year. Like, we are so insignificant. We're on a planet that's like moving, but we don't feel it move. Anyway, I feel like I'm in space on a jetpack, right? And I'm just like floating around in between all these planets in just this massive black space. And I look over and I see like a pink planet. And she's cute, she's pretty, but do I want to stay on that planet for the rest of my life? Do I want to be working on that planet 9 to 5? And then I see another planet, and it's like a fun, glittery planet, and maybe I could work part-time on that planet and like jet on over to the pink planet. I don't know which planet to choose. So literally what I've been doing is just floating around in space on my jetpack for the last 5 years of my life. Like, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one day. Like, I'm sure the answer will come to me. It hasn't. On top of like all of that just general confusion, I then also feel really guilty because I'm obviously in such an amazing position where I can basically choose whatever career I want. I grew up in an amazing place, Sydney. I just am generally very lucky and very fortunate to be able to choose what I want to do. So then I'm like feeling guilty about even being confused or complaining. On top of all of that, I still find the time and the capacity to give a fuck about what people think about what I'm doing. And that is just like crazy to me, because if I've learned anything from doing this YouTube channel, it's that actually nobody cares. So why do I still care? Because I know that nobody cares, but my brain is like, don't tell people that you want to make money from YouTube or they'll think that that's invalid. If you are also confused or spiraling about your life or your career, which I have literally done so many times this year, it's normal and it's okay. And I wish that I had said that to myself, because it genuinely is okay to like not know what you want to do with your life. It's okay to change what you want to do with your life 5,000 times like I have. We're all just humans trying to be the best versions of ourselves, and nobody's perfect, and it's okay. So I haven't figured it all out, but I will tell you what I have figured out. The first thing, which is so important, is try new things. Do you want to start sewing and maybe like making your own clothes? Or do you want to start a YouTube channel, which by the way, do it, best thing I've ever done in my whole entire life. Do you want to upskill in like Adobe? Do you want to start drawing things on shoes? I don't know, like just find something new that you've always wanted to try and do it. Because seriously, whether you end up pursuing it as a career, keeping it as a hobby, or tossing it in the bin because you hated it so much and never want to touch it again, that's how you figure out what you like, and that's how you grow as a person, which is what we're all trying to do. So try new things. The second thing kind of goes hand in hand with the first thing, and it's do things that are scary and that make you uncomfortable. Try and do them every week or every month. But seriously, like right now, right? This was my biggest fear, filming in public. I'm not joking. There have been 3 people that have walked up the stairs that are like right next to me. They've watched me. I talk with my hands a lot. They've seen it. Did they care? No, they don't care. Like, they've got their own stuff to worry about. There was a couple with a baby. Do you think that the couple with the new baby are worrying about me filming a video for my YouTube channel? Or do you think they're trying to keep that human being that they've made alive? They're gonna do them, and I'm gonna film my YouTube video and not have to worry about a child. But like, this thing that was so scary to me is literally not a big deal, like at all. Hello. Nobody cares. Think of the thing that you've always wanted to do, but that's so scary. Like when I was in high school, I always wanted to sing at a talent show. I know that's so random, but literally I always wanted to sing, and I never did it because I was so scared that I would be bad, or that I would fail, or would people talk badly about me. And now I wish I had just done it, because literally nobody would even remember it now. Like nobody would have cared. And that is the perfect example of just thinking of something that you find scary and doing it, because again, nobody cares as long as you're not hurting anyone. The next thing is just important generally, but also important if you need direction in your life, and that is focus on your mental health. Every single day. Prioritize it. Whether you have anxiety or depression, or whether you don't have those but you're just like confused or lost or scared or sad or whatever, focus on your mental health. Whether that's like going for a morning walk every morning, which is what I do, or maybe it's not a morning walk, maybe for you it's like meditating, or maybe it's doing a face mask 3 times a week, or calling your mum, whatever it may be, focus on that and focus on the things that will make you feel grounded and safe and connected with people, and just like generally taking steps towards happiness, which is so important. What I found is if my mental health is being prioritized and taken care of, I have a lot more clarity and a lot more space in my brain to like think about my life and think about things that will help me grow and learn, and think about things that maybe I want to do in the future, like, or even just a new hobby that I want to pick up. But it's about making space so that you can focus on what you want out of life. The last thing that I would so highly recommend is unfollow people on social media. Social media for me is generally a negative experience. I would say I love like a good TikTok. I love the comedy of it. I love YouTube videos, but generally I would say I end up feeling bad when I leave social media, and a massive part of that was just who I followed. I unfollowed influencers who like promoted mass consumption, and I don't know, just I can't afford to buy all of the things that they were recommending, so I just wanted to be more mindful of who I was following. I also unfollowed people who, and this is going to be kind of hard to explain, but basically, you know, when you meet someone and you've maybe met them once or 6 times, but they're not like a friend, they're just an acquaintance, and then they follow you and you kind of feel obliged to follow them back because they followed you. It's like a very conditional following. If they unfollowed you, you would have no qualms in unfollowing them. The only reason you're following them is because they are following you. I unfollowed all of those people because I realized I don't see these people, and the only reason I'm following them is because I feel like I have to. And that is not what I want my feed to be like. I want my feed to be full of either positive people or people who make me feel happy, inspired, less alone, and then also just people who I see and love every day. So I literally went from following about 700 people down to 130, give or take. I just want to feel like the people who I'm following are impacting my life in some kind of way, and I don't want to ever feel like obliged to follow someone. I will follow you if I like you and I like your content, and that is literally it. It's a social media app. It's not personal. And having a feed that is like filled with people who inspire me or who I love, it just creates such a positive place. And then I, again, have more room to not have to stress about what I'm seeing on my feed. And instead I can focus on other things, like what am I doing with my life? We're now in my car. It actually started like aggressively raining during the filming of that. If you're going through the whole, I don't know what to do with my life situation, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'm here to talk with you in the comments. I reply to every comment, and I hope that this video helped in some way, whether it actually gave you any tips or whether it just made you feel less alone, or whether you hated it, you hate me, and you left the video 30 seconds in. That's also totally fine. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week with a new video.